Her message arrived 12 minutes before midnight. A single line. "We need to talk. After Christmas." No explanation, no apology, no warmth, just that familiar ellipsis, her favorite tool for emotional distance. I stared at it far longer than necessary, the glow of my phone carving sharp shadows across the empty living room. The tree lights blinked softly, indifferent. The rest of the house felt colder than it should have. I reread the message, once, twice, a third time, slower. It wasn't what she said that disturbed me. It was what she didn't. Silence from someone who used to overshare everything. Silence from someone who once narrated her day in exhausting detail. Silence now, suddenly, strategically. I felt something shift inside my chest, an almost mechanical click. Recognition. Not of truth, of pattern. I had heard this tone before, from clients who wanted to breach contracts without saying the words out loud. From employees rehearsing the lie they weren't brave enough to own. My wife was preparing her exit, and she expected me to greet it gently, like a trained dog. Outside, wind scraped against the window pane. Inside, a strange calm spread through me, cold and precise. If she believed I would walk blindly into whatever performance she was rehearsing for Christmas Day, she underestimated the man she married. I placed the phone face down, and I waited for morning. The first hint appeared in her eyes when she walked into her mother's house that afternoon. Not guilt. Guilt tries to hide. This was anticipation. Her hand slipped from mine faster than usual, her smile too curated, her steps rehearsed. I remained a half step behind her, silent, observant, invisible by choice. Her mother opened the door, beaming with an energy reserved for people who believe they're holding a secret powerful enough to reshape everyone else's life. And then she did it. With the theatrical pride of someone unveiling a masterpiece, she gestured toward a man standing casually near the Christmas tree. Too comfortable. Too familiar. His hand already placed possessively on the back of the sofa, the kind of gesture a man claims territory with. Her mother's voice cut clean through the chatter. "Darling, this is your wife's new husband." A moment. Sharp. Still. Even the ornaments seemed to stop trembling. Then she added the blow. "You contribute nothing to this family. Pack your things and leave." My wife didn't speak. She didn't need to. Her silence was consent. And yet, something didn't align. If she genuinely wanted me gone, she wouldn't have looked at me. Not directly, not that quickly, not with that flicker of fear she couldn't hide. A fear not of me, but of what I might already know. I smiled at her mother first, warm and polite. Then I turned to the man, her new husband, offering a cordial nod. I said nothing. They mistook my silence for shock. But beneath the calm, gears turned. Patterns aligned. Half-truths rearranged themselves into something sharp enough to cut. Whatever game they were playing, they had no idea I had been watching long before today. It started weeks earlier, before the message, before the shift in her voice. A subtle distance. A late-night call abruptly ended when I entered the room. A perfume that didn't belong to her. A withdrawal from the joint account labeled simply holiday errands. None of it was damning. All of it was intentional. So I adjusted accordingly. I checked nothing directly. Not her phone, not her email, not her car location. People who cheat expect you to look there. Instead, I examined the edges of her world, where carelessness lives. The credit card she forgot I had access to. The health app that automatically logged her late-night walks. The shift in her mother's behavior, less polite, more emboldened. And then the company emails. She had been requesting ownership transfers, quietly, indirectly, assuming a secretary wouldn't inform me. She had no idea the secretary had been with my father long before she ever knew my name. I kept every discovery to myself. Externally, I remained accommodating, polite, predictable. Internally, I mapped every inconsistency like a surgeon preparing for an operation. Then the DNA test happened. Not because I suspected the child, there was no child, but because I noticed something else, a medical form listing her emergency contact not as me, but as him, the new man. That alone told the story. I didn't confront her. Confrontation gives the betrayer time to adjust. Instead, I had my lawyer pull records, not hers, her mother's, financial links, transferred funds, a shared account with the man they introduced, a full blueprint of their attempt, not to leave me, to replace me. Everything they believed they were orchestrating behind closed doors, I watched unfold quietly, step by step, like a slow-burning film I had seen too many times. Felt no sadness, only clarity, and by Christmas Day, the truth was already complete. I just needed them to reveal the performance they had spent months rehearsing. They did. Beautifully. The moment the mother declared the replacement husband, I spoke. Calm, polite, deadly quiet. "Oh," I said softly, "before I go, one thing." I reached into my coat pocket, slow, deliberate, and placed a sealed file on the table. My wife's mother scoffed. The man frowned. My wife froze, because she recognized the color of the folder. Company legal. Her hands trembled first, barely, but I saw it. The mother grabbed the file, irritated, and opened it. Her expression collapsed instantly. Her voice cracked. What is this?" "Ownership records," I said, "for the house, the company, all assets tied to the family name." I paused. "They're in my name. Only my name." My wife blinked rapidly, her breath shallow. She tried speaking, once, twice, but no sound emerged. The man stepped forward, confused. "What is he talking about?" She looked at him, and for the first time, she wasn't lying to me. She was lying to him. I took a step closer, not threatening, just present. "I know everything," I whispered. "The financial plan, the transfer attempts, the meetings, the emergency contact change." Her face drained of blood. Her mother's voice cracked with panic. The man backed away. I continued. "You expected me to break, to argue, to fight for someone who already left long before today." I tilted my head slightly. "But I don't fight for ghosts." She tried approaching me, still speechless, still unraveling, but I lifted a hand. Not to stop her, to dismiss her. The quiet was louder than any outburst. "I won't take revenge," I murmured. "I don't need to." I let my eyes sweep across the three of them. The mother, the lover, the wife who thought she could replace me like furniture. "Because you already destroyed yourselves." And with that, I walked toward the door. Not fast, not dramatic, just done. Their voices followed behind me, broken, panicked, desperate. Not for love, for stability, for the life they'd assumed they could claim, for the man they had miscalculated. The cold air outside tasted cleaner, quieter. I didn't look back. Not once. There is a peculiar peace in watching truth detonate silently behind you. No rage, no violence, just the simple collapse of a lie that depended on you not paying attention. But I had been paying attention long before they noticed. As I reached my car, the night felt still, almost warm despite the winter air. People think betrayal breaks you. It doesn't. It purifies you. You learn who you were and who you will never be again. I started the engine, hands steady, heartbeat calm. Christmas lights reflected off the windshield, brief, weightless, unimportant. When I pulled away from the house, I felt nothing. Not loss, not anger, not love. And as the road opened in front of me, one final thought settled quietly in my chest. Some families lose you the moment they try to replace you. I never belonged to them. And now, they know it.